We now shift to an NFL Hall of Famer. Jim Kelly spent 11 seasons in the National Football League, all with the Buffalo Bills. We were up in Buffalo visiting the New Era Cap Company when we caught up with Jim at Ralph Wilson Stadium. He talked about his career in the NFL, going to 4 straight Super Bowls, and growing up in Pennsylvania, attending East Brady High School. It was then that his admiration for the New York Yankees began, as he was on his way to establishing himself as one of the top quarterback prospects in the country. Here is our special sit-down. He was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, attended East Brady High School, and had a dream to play in the NFL. His journey took him to the University of Miami and eventually to the NFL via the draft in 1983. He was the first-round pick of the Buffalo Bills that year and began his Hall of Fame career.
I still look back and sit in the stands with my family, and you do reminisce about the good times and the days where, you know, when it was all said and done, how many people you look back on and remembered how they made your life, your career, what it turned out to be. And I've been blessed. I mean, I was blessed so many years ago, and I've been blessed ever since, and I still live right here in Western New York.
Kelly played in 4 consecutive Super Bowls, quite a feat, despite not winning any of them. So he has a great level of respect for the New York Yankees organization and their ability to rack up world championships over the years.
I'm about as proud as you can get. Even though we didn't win them, we had a team that never, ever gave up. And if you're an athlete, you think of how hard it is to get there, and then you think doing it 4 years in a row, and then you think what it takes after you lose, and then think about mentally preparing yourself for the following year. Physically, everybody has to do it. But mentally, how do you get yourself ready? Not only yourself, but how do you look at your teammates? Are they going to have the same focus as you do? We had guys that never, ever, ever gave up. And it started from the top with our owner, Ralph Wilson, and then Marv Lee being able to say the right things at the right time and letting us be ourselves. We wanted to win. We loved to win. Unfortunately, when it came down to the end of the year, there's 4 years we didn't do it, but I'll tell you what, I'm proud to say I'm a Buffalo Bill.
Growing up on the East Coast, Kelly followed the Yankees and some of their Hall of Fame players as well while he was a kid.
You know, you just start thinking back in the day, you know, even from Reggie Jackson all the way back in those days. And I loved the old stadium because of all the history behind it. I think everybody understands that. But to walk into the new one and to sit, and I've sat in suites, I've sat on third baseline, I've sat a couple other places. It's Yankee Stadium. I mean, you talk about the king of them all, the granddaddy of them all. Yeah, it's the NFL. For me, but when you talk about Major League Baseball, the granddaddy of them all, Yankee Stadium. And even though it's a newer stadium, it's just, you just walk in, and all the things that you grew up as a kid thinking about, all the people you watched play during the course of those days, start coming back. And you always leave with a smile whether they win or lose.